Okay, so Carl was trying to do a DPF, an automated DPF clean last week. With a little figure down here, icon for the DPF clean, and now it's come up engine fault as a code. This stop start comes on. That sometimes comes on without battery off, but it's not going off this time. But the code that's come up is this: P24A4 manufacturer control. To figure out what that is, but I'm suspecting it's something to do with that DPF clean. It's possibly not being able to do it, and I'll have to use the fluid on it that I actually used on my transit prior to this. So I'll have a look what it is first, look at what it's supposed to be. So I just made a little trip out to sunny Warsaw, still here, and I've got a full set of seats. Well, back home, that's the front seats fitted. A little bit of repair work to do on that passenger seat. It's apparently had glue spilt on it. So there's plenty of repair kits to sort that out. That should look pretty good by the time I finish with it. The rear seat backrests are a pig to get out until you realise how you're supposed to do it, and then it becomes a lot easier. So what you do is you need something like this, which is a panel remover tool, something with a bent end like that ideally, and something that you can prise. So just get that on there, hold this spring in and lift, and it'll start to come up. Yeah, I think I've sort of perfected this technique now. Just prise it outwards so that it slips, so that is on the lip at the bottom of this grey bit here. It's on the lip at the bottom there. So then it wants holding out so that it's not going to slip back in. So screwdriver it or something like that way on to keep it open. And this is I've just done it anyway. I just put it back in just to prove a point. It's just, oh, that's not staying there now. It really did before, which is frustrating. Well, it takes a lot of setting phone up. It would take a lot of setting phone up to get it at an angle so that I could film it. But that's basically how I did it. Prised it open. Kept it prised open with one hand and just pulled up with the other. It wants pulling slightly back to that way, slightly backwards as well as up. And then it'll pop out. There you go. And one out. My leather repair kit's come for this seat. It's apparently glue that's done this. Obviously looks a bit of a mess there. Somebody's attempted a repair on it. There's a few marks on here as well. So I've masked it all off round here. I'm just going to daub it all on the centre piece. So this is what I'm using. It's supposed to be for thick leather repair work. Get it up. Get the impression it's trying to dry really quickly. Might be wrong. Hopefully it's not going to leave brush marks in it. Well, it probably will. Well, that's just about dry. It don't look bad, I don't think. You can see brush marks in it, and you can see where some of the damage was before, but it could probably do with a second coat. I think I'll probably leave it at that. Okay, I'm using this mantle. It foams up very well, this stuff, so I'm just going to put some in before I start it. Well, I'm going to put a bit in, otherwise it foams up off the top, we'll see in a minute. And also start engine and then put the rest in. Otherwise, basically, you can't get it all in. So, here we go. Here we go. Sure the pipe's not going in the direction of the turbo, if possible. And now it's got to be left to tick over for apparently 15 minutes. Just a trace of fluid, foam, whatever on the floor there. But no smoke yet. The smoke will start coming through in a minute. Starting to get traces of smoke now. Get a bit thicker than that. A bit more coming out now. Yeah, well, the last few weeks I've had different brands of this DPF cleaner. Obviously trying to get it to it. Sometimes putting it in wrong hole. First time I put it in behind the DPF filter in front of the catalytic converter. That's another confusing thing. On all the vehicles, the catalytic converter is in front of the DPF, closer to the engine. But on this one, the DPF is up close to the engine with a cap behind it. And in fact, I didn't even know at the time, I didn't even know they had a separate catalytic converter, so it was just another confusing item for me. Anyway, on one of these cans, not on this one, on one of them, it said it may not work because the vehicle might be stuck in regen mode. And what I tried doing is resetting the ECU. I've tried removing the fault code after each time I've done the DPF clean, whether I put the stuff in right or not. I still tried clearing the fault code. So this time, instead of clearing the fault code, I'm going to try resetting the ECU. So battery off first. That should be loose enough. In fact, I'll get that off first. Yes, alright. Now, so I just want to make sure this is not earthing out on anything. And that was connecting up here. And that's at a positive terminal. So leave that for 15 minutes. So I had that on 15 minutes, but I've actually had this negative lead off overnight. So put it back on. I bit the bullet with this because I've been struggling to get the ECU reset. There is a function within it to reset the DPF, as well as a function to actually start the regeneration for the DPF. So once it's charged up, I shall have a go. Okay, so it's now installing Jeep software. Okay, so I'm just warming the car up. Got this set up ready to go. So it's doing the regen. Getting there slowly. There's quite a bit of smoke about. So this little regen icon has just started appearing on here. And we're very nearly there. So it says the procedure was successful, and to press our buttons on here and then switch the ignition off, which I've done. So I'm now just waiting for this to complete and see what it's going to say. Negative response. Okay, we've got full power. Yes. So this comes in its own little bag. That was about 140 quid, I think. The total costing DPF cleaning fluids, cleaning foams was a bit over 100 quid, so about 250 quid in total, but it's still a lot less than paying for a new DPF. So yes, I'm quite happy with that. So it's about an hour later, I've restarted it, and little yellow warning light's gone. I'm not sure what this is here, the flashing mileometer or odometer. I'm gonna have to check that out. I'm not sure what it is.